one of the best parts of the Utah State Fair is the rodeo that takes place this weekend.
We are in the presence of rodeo royalty. We have the rodeo queen, Tara. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us here at the State Fair.
Yeah, thank you guys for having
me. The grounds. We're on your sacred ground here.
I guess so.
Tell us more about the excitement. This is day one. We are inching closer to opening hour at noon.
Yes, we are so excited. I am so excited. I'm so excited to try all of the fair food here. This is so awesome. It's been such a long time since I've been at the fair, and just looking around here, I'm like, wow, this is big. This is awesome.
Well, it's quite the setup. Have you been involved? Did they come in days ago to start setting everything up here at the State Fairgrounds?
Yeah, this is actually the first time I've been here this year, so it's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited.
You were crowned back in April, so
yes.
We're halfway in your reign. How have things been going so far?
Things have been going pretty good. I've been going to a couple rodeos around the state as well to represent as the State Fair Rodeo Queen, and I'm hoping that we can get a lot of people coming to the rodeo.
All right, so it kicks off tomorrow night and then Saturday night, and then the third night is on Monday.
Monday this year.
What can people expect?
So since it's a PRCA rodeo, the end of the PRCA season is September 30th. So at this rodeo, you'll see a lot of the top PRCA cowboys and cowgirls here competing, so they can punch their ticket to the NFR in December.
Okay, PRCO, explain what that is, because that's big time. This is like qualifying, right? And this is like professionals. What does that stand for,
PRCA?
So
PRCA is the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. So it's all of the top cowboys and cowgirls in rodeo will compete in the NFR in Las Vegas to be a world champion.
This is a big deal here in Utah.
So which events are your favorite, and which are the ones to watch, do you think?
My favorite is definitely the saddle bronc riding. It's the classic event of rodeo, and I think it's the most entertaining because you see all the cool bucking horses, and they're big horses.
Okay, and that takes a lot of skill, and hopefully they keep safe too, because it's always kind of scary to watch.
It is a little bit scary, but they know what they're doing, and they do a good job at it.
What about your role as the rodeo queen when it comes to the rodeo? What will you be doing?
So something that I do is during the rodeo, throughout the rodeo, I will pack the sponsor flags. So all of the people who have donated money and helped out with the rodeo and the Utah State Fair, I will be packing their flags around the rodeo while the announcer announces them, and I will also be chasing cows. So
it's glamorous.
Well, that's important. You have a big part in all of this. What would you tell people who have never been to a rodeo? What is it like, the atmosphere, and all the kids watching?
It is so awesome because it's the Western way of life coming together, everybody coming together, and it's so much fun to watch because you can see the cowboys and cowgirls as well as the stock showing off their skill.
Do you talk to your horse before you go into the arena?
Absolutely.
What are you saying?
I tell him everything's okay. He gets a little hot sometimes. He thinks he likes to run fast.
Well, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people watching.
Yeah, there is a lot of people.
Describe the arena here if people have not been, because it is new, still a couple years old, and it's gorgeous.
It is definitely one of my favorite arenas because you go in and it's like the dome. And it's so loud and it's so energetic, and it makes the rodeo so much better. It is awesome.
Oh my gosh. And how many people will you be with your royalty?
So there's me and two other girls.
Two other girls.
So there'll be three of us, as well as Miss Rodeo Utah will be here as well.
And you like the energy, so bring the energy. If you're coming to the rodeo, there are still, I know, a few tickets left.
Yes, there is.
People can still get those?
Yes, of course, on the Utah State Fair website.
Only 3 days?
Yep, 3 nights of rodeo.
Well, this is a big deal for those competitors because they've got to get in and get out and hopefully get to the NFR. If you would like to go, everybody, please go to our website for those tickets to the rodeo, abc4.com/GTU. And wave at Tara. How do you like the audience to react when you come into the arena?
It's so cool. So the very first of the rodeo, it's called the buzz run, what the rodeo queens do. So we'll just run in and we'll wave at everybody. And it's so much fun to see all the little kids and everybody just get so excited to see you, and it's so cool.
How do you become a rodeo queen?
It's tricky. You've got to know a lot about rodeo, a lot about livestock and cows and horses and things like that. And the contest is like a pageant, except for instead of a talent, you'll have a horsemanship pattern.
Well, and Tara, do you need to know the wave? Because you just did a wave that wasn't like a pageant wave. Can you teach us?
It's a little bit different. So it's just more of your wrists. You just wave your wrists back and forth because you're really fast on your horse.
I can do that.
I
can do that. I just can't ride the horse.
So you also have to buckle that size.
I know. I got the boots, though.
You do. You both do.
Yeah, thank you.
Tara Hicken, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Utah State Fair Rodeo Queen. Go check it out Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Coming up, everybody, more from the Utah State Fair. Good Things Utah is live today. We are back after this.